Hey, homeschoolers or people who love educational resources. That's something Usborne is really awesome with. I know that we're a homeschooling family, so that's one of the reasons that I actually joined Usborne because I was spending a lot of money on books anyways, and I figured why not just go ahead and get the lifetime discount. But without further ado, our favorite homeschool helpers. I picked the heaviest ones first. These are some of our excellent encyclopedias. They're gigantic. They're not your granddad's encyclopedia, that's for sure. They've got excellent full color imagery, internet links, QR codes to scan. They are just lovely and they align perfectly with so many curriculums. We're a classical conversations family, and I know we're heading into cycle 1, so a lot of these are on our supplemental reading list, which is awesome. I'll post that list later if you're seeing this video. And who wouldn't love to read these? Look at all those intricate pictures. They are awesome. That was Encyclopedia of World History and then Geography, my personal favorite because I love a good map. Tons and tons of information about all the different countries, cities, and states located in this book. Also on our Cycle 1 list for this year, so great for the support of things that we'll be learning in 2018-2019. Yay! And all the maps at the back. And if you're like me, you might be math challenged, whether you homeschool or not. I think these are required reading now in all the houses. If you did old math, I'm old, so I did old math, and this seems to be a good balance between old and new math. I think of it as it's literally a math dictionary. It's going to help you work out the problems that your students are bringing home from school or that you're trying to teach them themselves. My math teachers love these to keep on hand for supplemental reading for their kiddos in their classrooms who are having issues with different concepts because it explains them in so many different ways. So a little something for everyone. There's an illustrated elementary math dictionary. This is a more advanced math dictionary. And there's one below this that's more of a pre-K math dictionary. Two books I think every house should have. There are 100 Things to Know About History and Politics and Government. These really do go together because if you don't participate in this, you'll be redoing this in your lifetime. Politics and Government is awesome. It goes over different kinds of governments and democracies and governments that are not democracies around the world. It has a great comparison between UK democracy versus our US democracy, which I think a lot of people think are similar, but which in fact are not. So this is a great resource in our house because my husband and I are actually both trustees in town. We're on two different government body boards. So required reading. I actually gave one to our mayor when this came out. And if you're studying the arts this year, which we do year round as well, Usborne has some fabulous art books. This one is Famous Artists. So different artists, the time period that they lived in, the style that they painted or worked in, and then it touches on some of their most famous works. And this is internet linked as well. So if you wanted to go more in depth, you could find more information online. We also have 100, how many famous painting cards? Many famous painting cards. Famous painting cards. So I like to think of this as painting's greatest hits. And then all of the information is simple flashcard format. So tons and tons of fun. And then something we studied last year and will continue again this year, classical music and famous composers. What's great about these books, they're hardcovers and they've got QR codes so that if you have a QR reader on your phone, and those are free to download in the apps, you can just scan the code and immediately go straight to the piece of music that you're reading about, or some information about the composer you're reading about. So it really puts the music right into the book for you. Happy reading!